Original,
Truthful,
Respectful.
Collaborative.
real beauty,
Real Dove.
Welcome to the Dove training video. Today we want to highlight our shortcomings and how to grow past these mistakes. When a mistake is made by Dove, it is not only a representation of ourselves, but also our parent company, Unilever, who owns Ben & Jerry's, Axe, Lipton Teas, and many others. Since our slogan is, when it comes to your body, love the one you're with, we need to represent this slogan with all of our ads. This means including all genders, races, and ages so people feel comfortable with the skin they're in. In our other campaigns and messages like the Self-Esteem Project, My Beauty, My Say, and the Dove Real Beauty sketches, we portray our pledge of being comfortable being yourself, but unfortunately in our Real Beauty campaign, we strayed away from our pledge. Getting back to our main goal is the mission with the company trainings that you're included in, and moving forward, we will be changing our ways to focus more on who we are.
There are many core values at Dove that we hold to our highest standard. However, in this situation, it seems that we've fallen short in a couple of our core values. The first being that we promote a brand that values confidence and beauty, not anxiety. Our company aims to create products as well as a community that highlights everyone's natural beauty. This means every gender, race, size, and anything else. In our ads, that came up short. We did not highlight or hold ourselves to this value. We created a message that promoted white beauty over all beauty. We did not keep to our core values, and we did not do that in the process of creating and disseminating this ad. We went against our Self-Esteem Project that we've been promoting and executing for over 14 years. Instead of teaching young people to love themselves, we brought uncertainty to them. We regret this, and again, we came up short when it came to our core values. On our social media platforms, we made a social sphere that does not promote our community guidelines. We made mistakes that led us to comment sections that are filled with hate, anger, sadness, and all of these other terrible things. These core values are meant to drive our company, and we left them at the door when we made these ads. Going forward as a company, and throughout this training you're about to see, we are going to tie back to our Dove core values every time.
So we decided to Potterbox the Dove Real Beauty campaign. Dove released advertisements under the Real Beauty campaign, and audiences found it to be offensive and racist. The reason they found it to be offensive and racist was because the advertisements featured a black woman turning into a white woman to become beautiful. Dove's loyalties lie with consumers, themselves as a brand, shareholders, American Advertising Federation Code of Ethics, and women of color. As far as principles are concerned, the main philosophy involved is the Judeo-Christian philosophy, which involves compassion and inclusivity of all. The American Advertising Federation Principle 5, which is treating consumers fairly and being aware of all audiences, as well as Principle 8, discussing potential ethical concerns in private prior to the release of advertisement. The values held by Dove are women and girls of all ages to see beauty as a source of confidence, not anxiety, to help the next generation of women develop a positive relationship with the way they look.
Dove Beauty released an advertisement to promote their body wash, but it took a turn for the worst. The advertisement posted on Facebook caused an uproar when the advertisement showcased a black woman taking off her shirt, revealing underneath a white woman. Viewers on social media took the ad in a different way, such as a dirty black woman has now been turned into a clean white woman. There have been many outcries of this dirty black woman scenario within other companies. This campaign took a turn for the worst and created hateful online backlash towards Dove. The value that Dove did not follow in their community guidelines is respect. As stated in their community guidelines, respect is the important part of every conversation. Content that discriminates or contains inappropriate language will be removed. However, in this advertisement, Dove did discriminate against black women and made it very apparent. This advertisement does not follow or reflect Dove's community guidelines and goes against what they have labeled on their website.
Thanks, Emma. Unfortunately, our problematic advertisements did not stop at the first one. In an ad for our body wash, we show before and after of what the user's skin is before the ad, when they use our wash, and after. While this was a great idea, the woman standing in front of the before and after is what caused the controversy. The woman on the left is standing in front of the before picture and is of darker complexion, and as the viewer looks to the right of the ad, the complexion of the woman becomes lighter, as well as the woman is now standing in front of the after picture. This not only shows the viewer that darker complexions are dirty, but also makes them believe that they need to change to fit society's standard of beauty. This advertisement goes against 2 of our 5 social media guidelines that we put in place. The first is being respectful. The before and after pictures show that we are discriminating against women of color and that they are not involved in the beauty conversation, even though we believe that there is a seat for everyone at the table. Not only did we go against this guideline, but also the guideline of collaboration. Collaboration makes our community stronger, and by making one group feel like an outcast, we are not fostering a welcoming community. We even state that if something does not feel right, to let us know, and that is exactly what the people did. Being told of our mistakes allowed us to not only grow as a company, but also as a community.
Thanks, Claire. Now we're going to go on to our final example, which is an ad we think highlights the Dove Beauty name correctly, one that we came out with a couple years ago that we think does a great job. Here you go. The reason we decided to go with this ad is because it goes against the traditional standards of beauty that's seen in the media. This ad highlights women of multiple sizes, races, and ages. According to the American Advertising Federation, there's 2 principles that were highlighted well throughout this advertisement. Number 5, we keep the target audience in mind and we use it properly when going through with this ad. Number 8, we discussed this privately at our table before we came out with this ad to make sure that this ad was not offensive to anyone and included all. Now, this is still not a perfect advertisement because the perfect advertisement doesn't exist. There's always more women we can include, men, children, lots of different things that could have been changed. However, this does promote the brand values of confidence, collaborative, and self-esteem.
The most important thing we can do is to ensure mistakes like these don't happen again. One of the most crucial aspects is having diversity on the approval board, having people from different backgrounds and demographics review the material before it goes public. This is a great, relatively easy way to make sure any campaign won't offend the audience we are attempting to reach. Having a variety of backgrounds in the review of an advertising campaign can provide perspectives that would otherwise not be considered in the creation of the ad. Obviously, the advertisements in this video were not designed to be offensive, but at the end of the day, it is the public's reaction to the content that determines how successful any advertisement will be. Considering diversity and gaining different perspectives on an ad is the best way to ensure that it accomplishes the intended goal.
With all this in mind, it is important to help move forward this company and find better solutions to these problems. We want to make sure we understand our values and beliefs as a company before we move forward with any decisions. Dove's core values help us identify this company from others and help promote a positive atmosphere for the beauty community. Dove wants to set strong standards for women and men to follow and to firmly stand behind. It is important to gain a new perspective in this community and to furthermore make sure Dove promotes their core values strongly. This training video should be a way for Dove as a company to look forward to the future and learn from their mistakes. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope that Dove can learn from their mistakes and implement their core values into their advertising in the near future. And good luck, Charlie.